Hello and welcome to another episode of the Foodie vlog. I hope you all are home and are safe. So the month of Sawan has just begun, and today in my vlog I thought I should do a special Vrat recipe, and I've decided to do Sabudana Kheer. So let's get started. I have about 150 grams of Sabudana here. I'm gonna add this in a bowl. And now I'm gonna add a glass of water just to soak the Sabudana. We're going to soak this in water for 30 minutes. I soaked the Sabudana for 30 minutes in water, and as you can see it has absorbed all the water. So now we'll start the preparation of the kheer. For the kheer, I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon of desi ghee. I'm gonna spread this on all sides just to make sure the entire pan is coated well with the ghee. I am now gonna add the soaked Sabudana. I'll add it along with the water. After 4 to 5 minutes, I'm gonna add some milk to it. Now this is boiled milk, it's not raw milk. So make sure that the milk that you add is not raw. So I'm gonna add some milk. And I'm gonna mix it well. I'm gonna let the milk come to boil once again, so that the kheer thickens up. As you can see here, the milk has come to boil and it has started thickening. I'm just gonna reduce the flame. At this stage, I'm gonna add some elaichi. And some saffron to give it a nice color. If you have elaichi powder, you can add that as well. As you can see, it has become nice and thick, and the Sabudana has also become transparent, as you can see here. After adding the elaichi and the saffron, I'm going to add sugar. So this is about 1 cup of sugar. this sugar dissolve well with the kheer. So my Sabudana Kheer is ready. The sugar has dissolved well and it has formed a nice thick consistency. The kheer is ready and you can serve this with some dry fruits. So this is the final outcome of the kheer. It has turned out great and you can enjoy this with puri or you can have it as it is, anything that you wish. So do try this at home and let me know in the comment section below how you guys liked it. Until then, stay tuned for more videos.
Hi everyone, I'm Shruti and I'm from Singapore, and today we are making Vrat ka khana, fasting food. So this food is mainly eaten during the fasting month of Shravan, and which is going to start very soon. Now I'm sure we all are bored of eating the same old Sabudana Khichidi and the aloo ki sabzi. So let's use these ingredients and make something absolutely different. Let's get cooking. For the Upvas cutlet, we need one big sweet potato cooked, one big potato cooked, and one raw banana steam cooked. We need ginger and green chili paste, roasted peanut powder, some coriander leaves. We also need some sabudana. We need jeera and salt. So now let's begin our cutlets. So we are going to start mashing our vegetables first. So we are taking one sweet potato. So what I have done is I have cooked the sweet potato and the potato together in a pressure cooker, and I have steam cooked the raw banana separately, because if you cook the raw banana with the potatoes, it's going to become very mushy. This takes very less time to cook. So make sure the banana is cooked completely separately. So let's get to mashing these vegetables first. So mash them roughly and not to a complete paste. You want a few pieces also along with the softer part of the vegetable. I have mashed it roughly. I want to show you that, see, it is soft and it's holding itself properly, just like a cutlet or a tikki. But you can see pieces of your aloo and sweet potato and your raw banana as well. So now I'm going to start adding the other ingredients. So these are typical fasting spices and ingredients, not too hot, not too spicy. So let me begin with adding a teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of jeera. I'm also going to add a heaped teaspoon of the ginger and green chili paste that I have done in the mixie with a little water. You can, this is optional. If you want it a little more spicy, you can go ahead and add more. I have added about half a tablespoon of the ginger and green chili paste. I am also adding coriander leaves. Now this is about half a cup. You can add less if you want to. And I'm adding half a cup of roasted peanut powder. You can get this in the market as is, or you can even roast a few peanuts on a dry pan, cool them down and just coarsely grind them in a mixer. So this is completely for the binding purpose and the flavor of the peanut that is mainly used by Maharashtrians in their Vrat ka khana. So I'm going to just mix everything together. And one more ingredient that I'm going to add is a spoon of sugar as well, just to balance out the other flavors. So now I'm going to add a big spoon of lemon juice to this whole mixture. So about a tablespoon of lemon. And now I'm going to mix this whole thing with my hand. And you have to check the seasoning once you finish mixing everything. Just taste it and add whatever you need towards the end. So if you need a bit of salt or a little more peanut if you prefer. So I'm going to give this a mix. You can even add chopped green chilies to this if you like the flavor of chilies in your cutlets. So I have finished mixing this. I'm going to give this a good, like a quick taste. Everything seems perfect. I'll add a little bit salt to this. And I have regular salt, but you can use senda namak for this if you have. I don't have it right now in my kitchen, so that's mainly used for fasting. So I have mixed this really well, and as you can see, it's completely a nice mixture that you can easily make tikkis of. So yeah, so now let's make the tikkis and fry them. You take out a ball and just roll it in your hand and press it into a tikki. Don't make it very fat, just make it a bit on the patla side so they become nice and crisp, because see, all your ingredients are cooked, so it just needs to get nice and golden brown. So yeah, just this much, and let's get to frying them. So I have soaked this sabudana overnight, and now it's become nice and soft. So what I'm going to use this for is, I'm going to coat the cutlets with the sabudana instead of any other flour. So before coating the cutlets, I'm going to just add a bit of salt. I'm going to lightly mix it. I'm going to spread it on a plate here. And if it doesn't stick to your tikki readily, it doesn't have to stick all through. Just a bit here and there is okay. But if it's not sticking, I'll show you a small trick. Just wet your hands a bit with water and just apply it over the tikki like this, and just press it in the sabudana. So it will just help the sabudana to stick better on the cutlet. You're welcome not to use the sabudana if you find this a bit too tedious to do. You can coat this with your singade ka atta or any flour that you use for your vrat, and you can even fry this as is, so it's not going to change the flavor of this at all. So I have finished coating these with the sabudana. So I have poured about a tablespoon of ghee on a non-stick pan, and I am going to fry them a little bit on that. Carefully put them so that the sabudana doesn't spread across your pan. My flame is medium high, not too high. It's been about 2 minutes, and I'm going to turn them, and this is how the color should be like. Just be very careful when you do so. I have turned them around, and I'm going to also make them crisp on the other side as well. So I added a little more ghee for the other side to fry a bit more. Now let me check if the other side has fried well enough. Yeah, so this looks fried to me. So now I'm just going to plate them on a plate. See, we have transformed the boarding sabudana and aloo into something really interesting and nice. So now your vrat ka khana is not boring anymore. I have served this with some meetha dahi. I have added little salt and sugar and some peanut powder to this dahi. So you can have this with the cutlet. You can have this with chutney and ketchup too if you feel like. So enjoy this, have fun in Shravan, and watch my recipes.